my friends. On today's video, I'm going to pour this sky and foreground for this little pastoral scene I painted using GenCrafts pouring paints. At the end of the video, I asked for suggestions on embellishing, but as you can see, I already did it. I'm still working on it a bit though. But before I get to the video, I have some exciting news from GenCrafts. GenCrafts is celebrating spring by offering 3 big deals. Buy one, get 2 free. These offers are good through Easter 2022 while supplies last using the code Easter1Get2. I can tell you about deal number 1 now, and the others will be revealed in future videos, so stay tuned. So, deal number 1. If you've ever thought about trying watercolors, this is the deal for you. Purchase any one of 3 watercolor palettes, and here's an example of one of them. This is a 24 piece. Purchase any one of these and you will receive a set of watercolor tubes free and a set of gouache tube paints free. Gouache is basically an opaque watercolor. In addition, you use my affiliate code and get 10% off. So I'm going to get some of these myself, and maybe we can play with some watercolors together. They're also going to be doing some basket giveaways, so stay tuned for info on those. All this information is detailed below, as always, with GenCrafts website, my codes, my contact info, and more. So be sure to take advantage of these specials while supplies last. And now, let's get to today's video. Hello, my friends. I'm going to be doing a landscape today on this 7 by 14 inch canvas. I'm using GenCrafts pouring paints. They're ready to pour, but I have extended them with a glue and Floetrol mix, which I will detail down below. It's not necessary, but I like to make my paints last longer, and that's why I do it. And then I also made some custom mixes, and since I'm going to use a cup anyway to do that, why not make them go a little further? So I've got an assortment of blues here for my sky area. I mixed several of them, and a white. I'm not sure if any of them, maybe this one, came straight from the bottle. The other ones were sky blue, to which I added some white, and I used some gray instead of just white to dull some of them down, and then white. I think that was it. So not too crazy on the sky portion. For the foreground, I'm going with kind of earth tones. This is ochre, and I can't recall if I lightened it up. I might have added some gray to it, but no, I think this is straight from the bottle and extended rather, but no custom mix. This was gold metallic, to which I did add some white just to lighten it up a little bit. And this is our copper color, copper gold. This I mixed. This was yellow and blue and gray, I think, to come up with a kind of a nice olive green. And then I thought I might even swipe over the whole foreground in areas with this bright green. What is this one called? Viridian. I think I can't recall if I added anything to it. I think not. So, and before I forget, I am going to add a drop of silicone to it because I don't want to forget and swipe and not get the effect I want. So I'm just going to add 1 drop of silicone because it's only 1 ounce of mix in here. No, it was emerald green. That's why it doesn't look like the meridian. Emerald green, and I did not add anything to it. But I will stir the silicone in well and set this aside. Okay, I may have to pause, expecting someone coming over for something, but I'm hoping I get this done before he arrives. Okay, I'm just going to pour into this white cup with the white paint, and do flip cup for the sky. So let's see, what order do I want? Maybe the lovely Periwinkle, it's called. Kind of letting it mix together by pouring from a height. And then the darkest blue I will apply last. Now if you are trying to do a realistic sky, it's always darker at the top, and it lightens as it goes down towards the horizon. So how was I going to do this? I was going to do flip cup, so it doesn't really matter. I was thinking if I did a ribbon pour, which I could, but I want to do flip cup. Here we go. Splat. Okay, slowly releasing it across. There's some cells in there, which is fine. That was more than enough paint for this sky area, but I'll just go back and forth and let it do its thing. I might try to catch some of this paint, do another one, because I had far more paint than I really needed. Whoa, I like it though. I'm very much liking this sky. But if you stretch it a lot, like I'm doing, you don't need much paint, but you do have to have a sufficient amount to stretch. So there we go. Look at that. Ooh, I like it. That up to you. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? That looks real to me. I'm very happy with that. I'm going to tilt it this way, kind of straighten out the horizon line and fill in that little gap. And then we'll move on to the foreground. And the more you stretch it, the less likely it will change much when you do the rest of it, the foreground. In fact, I like this so much, I don't want to disturb it at all. I think I'll do a ribbon pour on this, and then kind of swipe the whole thing, and then I'll come with the dark and the silicone. So let me do just that. Oh my goodness, I love this guy. You know what I'm going to do? I think possibly my my person is here. Let me pause. I'm going to scrape up all these drippings too and put them in that cup so I can do another one. So I'll be right back. Okay. Now for the foreground. I'm having second thoughts about this dark green. This is so pretty. I think I'd rather keep the colors a little more muted. I'm just not sure. So I'm going to think about that. Now, let me see here. I'm just going to kind of apply them in a ribbon motion. Then I'll maybe tilt a bit, and then I'm probably going to swipe it. So let's just see. I'm going to start with the pretty gold. There's some of this ochre. Copper. And I'm wondering if this green is too bright also. I'm going to add a little bit, then I'm going to lighten it up. Not bad, but it's too bright. Do I have any white left? I do not. So let me quickly add some of this. Here's my mix. I'm going to eyeball it, which I'm not usually comfortable doing. I like to use a scale because if I have success at something, I know what I did and I can repeat it, kind of. If you just kind of guess, you never know if you can do it again. Anyway, that's more of the color I wanted. That's pretty. So let me apply that. Okay, I've got more of everything, so now let me tilt that around a little bit, and then I'm going to swipe it, I believe. And I hope my sky doesn't move much, because I'm very happy with it. Fill in those gaps. Now what? What to do? Let me just swipe gently across part of it and see how I like that. Okay. I'm going to swipe across the whole thing. Oh, that looks like, I like the copper there. Kind of looks like hills back there. Okay, maybe instead of my palette knife, I'll take some paper towel. I'd be less likely to drag into the, you know, down too deep with the paper towel. So here we, I guess I should wet it. I'm sorry, folks. I thought I had this all planned out, but you know, you have to be flexible. All right, I've wet the end of the paper towel a bit. And here we go. Cross your fingers for me, please. Holding my breath. I wiped off some of the paint there, so I'm going to tilt and hope that I can fix that edge. Go, go, go. Without messing up my sky. Okay. Whew. I don't dislike that. What to do? What do I need to do next? I guess I could leave it. I'm loving the sky, my friends, and even this is not bad. It needs something, though. Should I? I'm not going to use that bright green. I'm nervous about that. I have any lavender left? I do. I'll try adding some kind of distant hills. I almost have an appearance of them there. Let's see if I don't ruin it by doing this. Let's see. Let's just see. Just to add a little bit of interest to the horizon there. And I could kind of scoop them up into the sky. Or not. I'll just leave them. You know what? I think I might stop. I could just see it. It's kind of a pastoral scene. I can see adding some horses grazing or something. When it's done, let me turn it around and show you, and then I'm going to bring you in to look a bit closer. I like it. So a lovely sky. The foreground. There's just one funny little area down here in the corner that looks a bit odd, but it's not bad. I think it needs something. Give me some suggestions what you think I ought to add to it, and I'll see what I can do. Okay, my friends, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.